scheme for battery energy storage systems. Third is about battery sizing and selection. Fourth is battery sizing of your PCU, right? Fourth is more about your PCU and inverter stuff, okay? Fifth is speaking about your balance of the system, right? Apart from your battery, apart from your PCU, apart from your like everything, your battery PCU and their DC side components, right? What is remain to integrate your battery to your main network? That comes into module 5, which is more about your infrastructure design, your trafo, ACDB, DC, then MCB, MCCB, right? Cable selection, all those processes it will cover. And sixth is all about the engineering drawings and layout. What we're going to understand in that is not about how to draft the SLDs as I stated, right? It is all about what should be the thought process as a designer's mind when we are dealing with any problem statement, right? So in 6 different modules, if you look at the module 1, which is covering electrical system analysis, this is a basics for your entire journey, right? That we're going to understand in the module 1, which is right from the engineering planning of your storage system to till understanding the system study for the BESS, right? Which includes 8 sub-bit that we are going to cover in the upcoming journeys. Module 2 is dealing with decide the scheme, right? Decide the strategy for which your client is looking at solution, whether it could be AC coupled solution, whether it could be DC coupled solution, how to decide, right? It's important thing, or I would say it's a pivot where you can take the decision and move in that, right? And that would be right for your, if your understanding is correct on the problem statement. If it is not, then you would be driving towards the wrong answers, right? So module number 2 is actually giving you a path or a trajectory which leads towards a solution, and that would be a feasible solution for your client, right? So what we are going to cover in that is major components of AC coupling and DC coupling, the strategy, how to select the AC coupling, how to select the DC coupling, their positive negative points, right? Advantages and disadvantages we are going to cover, and then comparison study, where to select the AC coupling strategy, where to select the DC coupling strategy. That we're going to discuss in the module number 2. Module 3 is giving you better clarity about the battery. Everything related to battery chemistry, everything related to the battery, we are going to address in the module number 3, right? Which includes, right, your type of battery and its selection, right? Different type of cells and their selections, their sizes, right? The key technical terms, whether it could be SOC, DOD, C rate, what exactly it is, and how it impacts into the calculation, what impact it will create if we miss to consider that in the calculation, right? Everything that we're going to check. At the same time, we're going to cross check battery series and parallel connections, right? Which is nothing but the topic which your supplier, I mean, who are assembling the batteries, right? They are buying cell from somebody else and they are assembling that and treating as a battery itself for your application. So what strategy they follow to design that battery, right? What was the engineering principle that that we are going to check in module number 3, correct? And the battery mounting arrangements, the standard practices, what kind of arrangements available in the market, right? And battery backup hours, how to calculate backup, which means nothing, not only single backup hours calculation, it gives you an idea about how to estimate the battery as well, right? So module 3 is important in perspective of your battery understandings. Whereas module 4 is giving you more clarity about the PCU and like a family of inverter category, you can call it as, right? So PCU, everything related to PCU, that we are going to check in the module number 4, right? Which includes your selection criteria, working principle, AC side sizing, DC side sizing, right? Energy management systems, right? The EMS for your entire network, battery BMS also, right? How battery management system works and everything, right? And the charge controllers. So within the module 4, you will get an idea about all this, like power electronic devices, right? Which is your PCU, which is your solar inverter, which is your DC-DC converter, or you can say on the communication front, it could be an EMS system, entire SCADA, how it works and everything. At the same time, within the battery BMS too, correct? So everything related to your PCU stuff, we are going to covering in the module number 4. Module number 5 is giving you the clarity about your transformer selection, your BESS container sizing and selection, right? ACDB, DCDB switchgear parts, your cable selections, your earthing calculations, and entire like protection scheme for your ST side as well, right? So apart from your battery, apart from your PCU, what else is remain to integrate your BESS, right, into the network? That we are going to cover in the model number 5. Model number 6 is giving you the brief as I stated earlier, right? It's an engineering drawings and layout. What kind of layout it should be for your plant, right? We're going to address the sample examples of ACs, AC side SLDs, DC side SLDs, best container layouts, right? And earthing layouts as well as the cable layout stuff, right? What we are going to understand in the module 6 is all about not just checking the layouts. It's all about the understanding the thought process behind how to size it, how to draft it, right? It doesn't mean considering the AutoCAD design. No, it's a mindset that we are going to build into model number 6, right? If you look at the entire 6 modules, right, from initiation, we have just like introduction part, we initiate from the model 1 to till we jumping to the deciding the strategy, and then we moving ahead for the battery related understandings, and further we'll move for the PCU related understanding, and then we are looking for your entire integration, right, in the model 5. And at last we are summarizing everything, and now it once we reach to the model 6, it would be, we'll say we are ready to understand and apply that particular study into the model 6, right? So this is how the journey has been going to dry in the coming time, right? At last we are also sharing one case study, okay, that we're going to cover end to end, right? There would be a separate session for that. Once we concluded all the 6 modules, at last we are having one case study to address, and post that we can conclude the journeys. Okay, so this is how our journey will going to drive in coming time. Okay, there are some abbreviation list. Might be some of you are well aware about this, might be for few people it would be something new. Okay, do not hesitate. I'm going to share these things in the Zoom channel. Okay,